WOTW HD2 Windermere. Bud 94.1. From the attorneys Justin Clark and Associates YouHavePower.com studios, this is Behind the Law with attorney Justin
And welcome to
Clark.
the program. Thank you for joining me once again for another edition of Behind the Law with me. My name is Justin Clark. Here with you for the next hour to answer any legal question that you might have. Anything from accident to zoning. Go ahead and dial up the phones. 321-282-1055. The website, which will have plenty of answers to your question, is www.youhavepower.com. That is youhavepower.com. You can watch the show live on Facebook at ATTY Justin Clark. Ask me any question you want right there on Facebook as well. If you want to keep it confidential, you can message me. I will answer your question directly myself. Again, 321-282-1055, youhavepower.com. You can ask me anything. Anything accident to zoning, I'm happy to answer them. During the week, we mostly focus on bankruptcy, your IRS problems, real estate, personal injury, and student loan problems. But we're going to talk a lot about personal injury today, actually. I'm going to give you my take on a lot of you thinking that these personal injury cases or personal injury attorneys are scumbags. I'm going to give you my real feelings on that. The whole, oh, you burnt yourself on the hot cup of coffee at McDonald's, what's your problem issue. I'll give you my feelings on that and tell you why it is a little more important of a situation than just the hot coffee spill. We'll get into that.
It hurt, though.
It did hurt.
Yep.
And joining me as always, to my left, is Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan. Mick, how are you, sir?
At your service.
Thanks for being here as
Yes,
always. And to Mick's left, the one and only Marketing Jake. Marketing Jake, what's up, buddy?
Doing good. How you guys doing today?
You asked me before what bad things I had to say about you. I don't have anything, man. I'm very happy with you.
So what's wrong?
He's been doing great. I was getting emails from him last night after hours, getting stuff together.
Hey.
So thanks for working hard, my man.
You got it, man.
How else can people watch the show, by the way? What if you want to watch a past show? What do you do? How do you go? Do I go to a website? You got to give me some instructions here, because I don't know.
Just visit the website, youhavepower.com/behindthelaw. In fact, I'm going to put a link on the website this afternoon that says radio show, Behind the Law with Justin Clark. You'll be able to find that on the home page in the header section next to the free consultation.
All right, fine. But what if I heard a show and I'm thinking about bankruptcy? Can we label the shows like, oh, this one was talking about bankruptcy, or this segment was about IRS debt?
Absolutely. I'm going to have the show broken down into segments as well as shows. So if there's a particular subject that you want to know about, you'll be able to click on that video and watch that segment exclusively.
And how can you watch the show live now? Facebook, right?
Facebook, you can watch the show live, and then what we're trying to accomplish is getting quality video of the show so people can actually see the show take place while it's airing Saturday mornings.
That's cool.
Ask me anything. 321-282-1055. I don't even care if it's legally related. You can call. We can talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about, honestly. I don't really pay for this. I mean, talk about anything. I don't care. I'm not one of these guys on these weekend shows, trying to pimp their product. We can talk about whatever you want. 321-282-1055. How about that weather, Mick? Oh my God, is this the best time of year or what?
What we've been waiting for and praying for.
It's
5
fantastic.
months it's taken.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely fantastic. The only problem with this time of year is finally when it cools down a little bit, we've got to do that whole clock thing where it gets darker earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's say you're a golfer. Finally, it's beautiful out, but it gets darker early. Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
When is that, by the way?
I think it used to be in October. Now it's November.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I don't know.
I think that's
Changes
how
every
it
year.
goes. But anyway, the weather's fantastic. 321-282-1055. So today we're going to talk about personal injury. And I was thinking about this and why I thought it was important to bring this up on the show, because I was sitting in traffic on I-4 the other day, just stopped traffic, right? And some yahoo, not paying attention, probably texting while driving, slams into the car behind me.
Yeah.
The car did nothing wrong whatsoever. I mean, they were just stopped there in traffic like everyone else, but some idiot driving completely terribly just slams into the person. Next thing I know, the ambulance comes, they cart this person off into the ambulance, off to the hospital. And it makes me think, you know, I think lawyers get a bad rap because there's so much advertising in this town for personal injury attorneys, and I get that. I understand, I get it. It can be too much at times. But I think it is an important profession. Let's think about you, Mick. Let's say that you are the one sitting on I-4, and you're the one that's rear-ended by someone who's just simply not paying attention, and you're injured. I mean, how do we make you whole? Don't you think you deserve to have your medical bills covered?
Sure.
Your lost wages and things like that? Don't you think?
Wasn't my fault. Yeah.
Well, they say, well, don't worry. The other guy has insurance. They're going to stroke you a check. You know what the insurance company's job is, correct? When you get that adjuster who calls you and says, hey, I'm here to take care of you, make sure you get your medical bills paid, make sure you are made whole. You know what their job is at the end of the day, correct?
Save money.
Their job is to pay you as little as they possibly can pay you. That's what they want to do. Don't think they're on your team. Don't think they're there trying to help you. Their job is to save money and not give you any money, or certainly not as much money as you deserve. And that's where people like me come in. And I think our job is very important in making you whole. I have a client who's dear to my heart, who I know for a fact has lost not one but 2 children due to car accidents that were not their fault. 2 separate kids and 2 separate accidents.
Wow.
I mean, could anything worse in the world? I'm a father, you know. I have a young daughter. I can't even imagine what you go through emotionally in something like this.
You never want to die before your children.
And without lawyers or without people like me, I just don't know how we make people whole through someone else's negligence or someone else's stupidity even at times. Mm-hmm. And we talk about the hot coffee deal, right? Everyone made fun of this one. It was the lady who went through the McDonald's drive-thru many years ago, spilled hot coffee, and got $1 million or whatever it is.
Famous case.
Do you know that this woman was hospitalized for months and months and had terrible injuries from?
So she really did get hurt. Yeah.
It was a terrible accident, actually. And you know, I think we get a bad rap because of the hot coffee incident. But I think you don't know till it happens to you or someone close to you, and then you see how you really get treated, and then you see why you need someone like me, someone like us. And that's why I brought Brandon Stewart with us today. Brandon Stewart is an attorney. Yeah, go sit over there. Brandon Stewart's an attorney in my office. He handles a lot of the personal injury type cases that come in. And it's really a rewarding type of work. I mean, Brandon, when you see people, welcome to the show, by the way.
Been too long, Justin.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
When you see a client come in, or you have to go visit them in the hospital or whatever it is, and you see what sort of traumatic event they've gone through. I mean, getting them to the finish line, it is a long process.
Absolutely. To
say the least. You have to go through all the medical treatment, then the fight with the insurance company, and then potentially the filing of the lawsuit, and then just getting them better medically. We're there every single step of the way for you. But what I really want to talk about, Brandon, is this, and I don't think people understand this. No matter how badly you might be hurt, you're really at the liberty of the other person's insurance company, correct?
Absolutely.
How many times have you had a client come in who had a bad accident? They got rear-ended. No doubt it was the other person's fault. And we do a search and the other person has 0 insurance.
Happens all the time.
So do you understand that, ladies and gentlemen? You can be seriously injured, or your child or someone you love can be seriously injured in an automobile accident at no fault of yours or no fault of your loved ones, and you could get 0 because they have no insurance coverage. And this is crazy. How could we live in a society where you can drive around in this death machine?
Maybe you should ask the Florida legislature.
Injuring people, and you have absolutely no insurance to pay even my medical bills. It's unbelievable, and it makes me very, very nervous. But there is something that you can do to make sure if something like this does ever happen to you, that you are covered. So even if someone hits you without insurance, there's one thing that you can do to make sure no matter what, you have coverage. And we're going to talk about that right here on the other side of this break. My name is Justin Clark. The show is Behind the Law. If you have any questions whatsoever, 321-282-1055. Be right back.